Hi guys, welcome back. I first want to say thank you so much for all the love and acceptance from my first video, two videos since they were had to be split, but thank you for the support. I'm super excited. I think that's awesome, and I'm glad that people are just watching just to watch or to learn or whatever you're watching for. I appreciate it and think this is a lot of fun, so thank you. I've got my summer do going on, and I'm going to do a eye makeup look. I'm gonna kind of try to recreate what I did from that picture when I went on a date last week, since the one that I didn't work. So that's what I'm gonna do, and then I think after I've done the look, I will put up another video of kind of a few products that I want to do, because I want to try to keep this video short so I can upload it in one video and not have to split it up. So I did kind of a easy face that you kind of, not really a full face, but just kind of a quick one to look presentable, and I did my brows already, and I bought a new one of the eyebrow pencils that I actually like. This is the Brow Stylist Definer by L'Oreal in the color Brunette, and you can see this one has the same retractable kind of crayon on this side and the spoolie on the other, so I did that already. And my kids are trying to interrupt. Go. And so I did that already, and then so I can just kind of jump right into a full face, or sorry, a full eye look. I do want to talk about a few products, which actually I think I'll do that on the second video to keep this short. So I'm going to be using today the e.l.f. Mad for Matte 2. This is a warm colored palette. I typically go with warm colors, so that's like your browns, oranges, purples, those kinds of things. This is an awesome palette. It has your black, it has your cream color, it has your transition shades, and it has your dark colors, and then some fun colors if you wanted to spice things up. I ended up finding this on elf.com, ELF Eyes Lip Face. I think it's elfcosmetics.com actually, and this is the Mad for Matte 2. If you want warm colors, it's $10. It's super reasonable, and the colors are super pigmented. I can just, if I take this purple color right here, you can really see in one swatch that it's a nice color. This is kind of your dark brown color. They're super pigmented, and even a lighter shade. They look splotchy on my hand, but they are really nice and work really well. So I'm just going to do kind of a quick look. I will try to give you some idea of the brushes I'm using. I don't have names on them. A lot of them are cheap brushes from e.l.f. or from TJ Maxx or whatever, and the ones that I know I will tell you. So this is just kind of a big fluffy blending brush. So first I'm going to take the lightest color in this palette and just put it all over my lids. And that's just going to kind of help with a transition. So that's super easy, I'll also try to do it close because I can't zoom in on my stupid phone. Guys, go play. It's quiet time at our house, so that's where the kids are. Then I'm going to take the next two colors, the brown, this brown and this brown. Can you stop? Go.
Are you doing a video?
Yeah, so you're interrupting.
I love videos.
I know, you can see.
I video too.
Okay, you can see later. Sorry. Taking the next two shades and just putting that in my crease. So what I mean by crease is where your eye kind of closes and makes that crease. That is where I'm putting it all the way. I'm using the same brush. All the way from my inner to my outer. And this is just to transition your colors and to kind of provide some warmth in your eye look. So these are like a brown and kind of an orangey color. I'm just kind of taking both and just putting that in windshield wiper motions in my crease. You can go up a little higher, but I try to stay primarily right in that crease area. so that it looks like this. I'm going to go back and forth between here and the window so you can kind of get an idea, because my lighting in my bathroom sucks, but it's the only place I have to go. And then I do my outer corner look. And that's usually when I take a darker color. It could be the brown, it could be the purple. You can go in with a little black to smoke it out a little more. And I just do that right here in the outer corner. So this color that I like, brush that I like is the Morphe M139. And it's a little bit more of a pointed tip, and it's a little bit smaller and a little bit easier to be more precise with. And I take the darker brown, and I'm just going to put that right here in my outer corner. And that's what gives you some definition. And it gives you that smoky, sexier look. Sorry. There, that's better. My camera up front was all smudgy, so that's why it was all hazy this whole time. Sorry. Like I said, I'm not a professional. So I'm just putting that like in the outer third of my eye, and that's kind of what gives you a smoky, sexy look. Then you can take another fun color, like I could do the purple right here and just kind of add that on top of the brown, just to kind of, again, create more definition. And remember, you can't do this wrong. There's nothing, you can't make a mistake. You can't, oh, I did too much purple, I did too much brown. No, just blend it. And I will say that's my one piece of advice. Go with what you like, go with the flow. Don't be afraid of ruining it or messing up. I would say the one thing that always can make an eye look better is if you blend. Blending is key, because otherwise you're going to get like really harsh lines, and you don't necessarily want that. You want it to all kind of look seamless through the whole eye look. So I will tell you, blending is your best friend. The blending brush I usually use is, again, a Morphe. This is a puffier or a fluffy brush, and this is the B81. So once I'm done kind of building some of the color the way I like it, then I go back in and blend, and that is going to be what I would say you need to do the most of, is just making sure that those colors, and I just take this and blend it all the way across the whole eye look, kind of focusing here and then going all the way over, focusing in the outer corner, then going all the way over. And that's what's going to help make your eye look the most natural, or it's not natural, the most seamless, and I think kind of give you that smoky look. So if you feel like, oh, if I blended too much, always go back in. And I do this quite a few times. It's not just like a one and done, like put the powder on and be done with it look. You do need to kind of work the product. And I mean, this is $10 makeup, and this is my $54 naked palettes. You have to do it no matter what kind of products you're using. There are products that are really, really difficult to work with, some chalkier products where it's harder to blend. That's why I would say the e.l.f. products are easy. I've used them, I like them, they're easy to blend. It's something that's inexpensive and you could easily work with if you're new at this. I also want to tell you, if you kind of get it down here, which happens, I just take my makeup sponge and just kind of dab it in the corners, and it just kind of gets rid of any fallout, because that does happen. And these are all matte colors, but if you use some shimmer, glittery, foiled colors, the fallout is even more. So once you kind of have it the way you like it, smoked out the way you like it, I'm also going to add a little black just to make it a little bit darker. And I'm going to just take this again on the same brush. I'm using the same brush. You can use multiple brushes. You can use the same brush for the whole look. It really depends what you have and what you feel comfortable with. And I'm just going to put this right at the very, very outer corner, just to make it a little bit smokier. And then blend that a little. And I'm really only going to blend that kind of right here. I'm not going to take my blending all the way across my eye because you don't want it to look like you have a black eye. So I'm just kind of blending the purple, the black, and the brown together in this very outer corner. My kids are super excited that I'm making YouTube videos because they watch YouTube videos of like toys and Play-Doh and I don't know, weird stuff. So they're super excited. So this is kind of what my makeup looks like so far. You can kind of see the brown and then first color we put on, and then our brown and purple, and then the darkest right on the corner. So this look can go two different ways. You can use your lightest color in the palette and go all over the lid and have a full matte look. You could do that if you wanted, but for the sake of the video and for the sake of kind of doing something fun, I am going to do a foiled shade. My favorite palette to work with is the Manny MUA collab with Makeup Geek. It has beautiful colors, again, all kind of warm tone, but they have some foiled shades. I would use that, but I don't think this is sold anymore, and it was like pricey, so it wasn't sold anymore, so I'm going to try to not use that. But I will tell you another drugstore one that you can use is the Infallible eyeshadows by L'Oreal. These are amazing. I use these for highlighting, especially this one. This one is called Iced Latte, and I use this to highlight my cheeks and nose. It's amazing. The other color that's probably my favorite is called Amber Rush, and these ones you don't even necessarily need to wet down to get that foiled effect. They just kind of are already foiled. Also, just a warning, it comes with this little cap that rests inside. Make sure you don't throw this away. I threw it away on my Amber Rush one and it got all crumbly, so I would advise you not to do that. So you're going to take kind of a flat brush. This is just a flat, I don't even know where it's from, probably somewhere cheap. And you're just going to kind of dip it in, and I'm going to put it right on the center of my eye. And this gives you like a foiled, wet look. And you're just going to put it all over the center of your eye. Sorry, you're looking at my nose. I haven't found a good way to set up how to do eye makeup and not have you looking right at my nose. And you're just going to pat that on all over your lid. And you're not going all the way in the corner. I'm literally just doing it right in the middle and kind of only up to my crease. And if you wanted to make this more glam, you can always wet your brush with a setting spray that I talked about in my first video. The e.l.f. one, you could just spray your brush, dip it in, and that just gives you a more intense look. And again, if you don't have a setting spray, you can use water or just use it as is, because you really don't need to wet these ones. They really are made to give you that foiled look. And these you can get at any drugstore, Ulta, Walmart, Walgreens, Meijer's, any of those places have them. Then what I typically do is go back in and just kind of make sure that I blend that one more time to make sure that it looks seamless and there's no harsh lines between your foiled look and your matte look, because that's kind of where some people have trouble, is just making sure that they blended those out really well so it doesn't look like you have such rigid lines in your eye look. You don't really want that, otherwise it looks kind of like a hot mess. So just make sure you are